Hey you. This is T, not Tanya. And I just want to say hi. Making audios is such a special thing. It's so interesting and makes you develop as a human being and develop patience and self-awareness. I mean, it's been such a journey for me to do that, and I'm so grateful to you for setting me off on that journey, whether you knew it or not. It's been so helpful and so much fun. I've had so much fun making these audios, and I bet you can feel that when you listen to them. It's been such a cool way to understand too what it's like to make audios and what you're doing for a living and what it means, like what kind of mindset you need to have and what's the best way to edit them, because oh my god, I have over edited some of them, like sitting like 200 cuts in one audio, and I'm like, this is, if Kay saw this he would laugh so much and then sigh, and like, okay, T, just delete and redo. So I have a lot of things to ask you about those kind of things. And also, obviously, because I'm not a native English speaker, oh my god, the grammar just fucks up so many times. I mean, I can't count how many S's I have had to add or remove. So it's been great. I think it's been a great opportunity for me to practice my English, really. And oh man, I gotta mention this too. So many times, Kay, I've recorded something, I've edited it, and been kind of satisfied, like, okay, this is good enough. And the week after, you post the same exact audio. Oh man, like, I'm like, I cannot use this audio. I cannot post this because you will think that I stole it from you. Just like the saving you from the bug audio. Just a month earlier, I had recorded, don't worry, I've got the spider. And I thought, I listened to this audio today, and I was like, oh man, no, it's the same. And at least I thought, like, at least he's not using the same method as me, like with a glass and a paper leaflet. And then you say, get me a cup. And then I just slide a paper under the cup, and I'm like, no kidding. Well, I laugh, and then I'm so frustrated, like, not that it matters. Or like the keeping you company on your work trip. Last autumn, I started recording audios for this Tanya project during September 2023. And so many times, like, planning with you when you're overwhelmed. When I do the exact same thing that you do a couple of weeks later, you help her write down everything and plan her life out. I'm like, oh. So I've been kind of stressed, like, I have to post everything so fast so that you don't have the time to post audios that really, really, really matter to me. Yeah, well, never mind, it's not that important. But I realized so much about making audios. One thing that really has come into light is the fact that it's not really you, but it's you in the audio. I remember in some Get to Know Night, you talk about fans telling you they love you. And I'm like, oh man, that must be such a weird situation to be in. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I mean, how do you even handle that situation? Because you don't want to hurt them, but still, like, okay, I get these messages, like, every other day, and as a part of your job. It's a very weird and unique thing, really, truly. But you mentioned that, like, they say that they know you, but you feel like, man, they don't know me. They really don't. They know an audio version of me. They know how I portray myself, but they do not know me. And when I heard that, I'm like, really? You sound so authentic. Like, it really, really feels like you share so much of yourself. But then, when I started making audios, I really got what you mean. You know, you share some really deep things within you, so people get to listen to some parts of you that you don't share otherwise. But it's not the real you. I mean, we're honest when we make the audios. We put ourselves in a situation and act out of that situation like we would normally. But since it's all in our minds, it's just not, it won't give the right picture of who we are and the right picture of how we act in space or the dynamic between people. If you are able to watch me when I speak right now, you would see my facial expressions and my eyes and my hand gestures. You would also be able to, like, I mean, if we were talking for real, in real life, or at least in real time, then a really special dynamic would evolve where some part of me would come forth that wouldn't come forth in an audio because I just hang out with someone in my mind, right? So yes, we can be authentic, but it's not every aspect of who we are. We cannot portray that in audio. It's like, it's impossible. Or almost impossible for me anyway. And I don't change me to create Tanya. And I do not try to portray Tanya as something other than my own personality. But at the same time, if you've listened to these audios, you know me, but you do not know me. And that's so interesting. So I get it. I really get it. Get your feeling of like, okay, you say you know me, but you do not. And you say you love me, but you do not know who you're loving. You're loving a phantom. You're loving someone that I created, but you're not loving me. And I guess it's a nice thing to hear. That someone's like, wow, you're amazing and I love you. But at the same time, I can imagine this resistance within you. That would occur in me too. That's like, okay, here we got the brain. This happens sometimes. Oh my god. I can just imagine the resistance, like the distance between you and this person that tells you she loves you. And you're trying, I mean, I can't imagine what that would be like, trying to be kind in that situation and yet, like, It's impressive. I must tell you that it's impressive how you handle your fans. They put you in such weird situations, and yet you're so kind. And you don't lose patience once. And I would have lost patience. Oh man, I would have lost patience. Yeah, and you have inspired me, Kay. You have inspired me not only to make these audios for the Tanya project, but also I've been thinking like, should I create a channel with ASMR? Not girlfriend ASMR, but best friend ASMR. Or maybe girlfriend ASMR, but not with a not safe for work part. That would be so interesting. And I don't know, I kind of have a passion for being nurturing and helping other people feel safe and comforted. And I guess that we're in this world right now, in our culture, we're just so lonely. So I would love to do that for another target group, obviously, than you do. But I'm a bit scared of not being able to stay anonymous and getting a bunch of stalkers. That part freaks me out. So I'm like, I don't know how I should do this if I don't get like advice from you, like how you do it. Because I really, really, really wouldn't like my identity to be revealed. I live alone. I'm a woman. That wouldn't be so nice. Yeah. So I'm curious about the anonymity thing. Is that what you say in English? Anonymity. Yeah. Well, anyway, I am so happy that I found you. And just like Tanya, just like I've written everywhere, you are really, really, really friend zoned to me. I do not want to listen to your not safe for works. And it's not about, I bet they're great. I bet they're awesome. But it feels like invading your privacy for some reason. And I do not want to be there as one of your friends. So I just haven't. And sometimes when I didn't realize something was not safe for work, I just pushed the pause button and I'm like, oh, no, stop. Like, I bet you would imagine that Tanya would have done. It's really true. So I don't know that side of you and that side of your audio making. I have listened to some old Naughty Kitchen Nights, but I feel like that's different. The more recent ones I have not been able to listen to for obvious reasons. But it's true. It's really a friend zone here, so I just wanted to be clear about that. Yeah, wow. You're a great guy, Kay. You really, 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 really are. And I'm so happy that this world get to see you and experience you and listen to you. You are such a gift. You are such a gift. And I mean what I tell you. You know? I just really, really love what you're doing. Okay, yeah. I've been T. Have a great, great rest of your day, Kay. Bye now.